Listen. I, in this moment, am so glad that I have one of those spirits that just don't give up. You know, it's a blessing and a curse, baby. Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Talisa Rae. And if it's your first time visiting my channel, I want to know where you've been and why aren't you part of my family? Why aren't you a ray of sunshine? You know, spreading good love and light and positivity everywhere. Go ahead and click the subscribe button right now. Then right next to it is the notification bell, and you'll be alerted of every video that I have coming henceforth. If you've been shining your light already with me as a sun ray, a ray of sunshine, I'm so grateful to and for you. But what we are here for is episode 4 of Claws. That's what we came for. Like, I had given up on them last week. Y'all heard me. I was like, I'm gonna stop because it was all silly and stupid and convoluted comedy. I was like, what is this? This is not what I came for. But they reminded me in episode 4 why I was so excited about Claws. They reminded me. They was like, tap, 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 Talisa. Tap, 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 stay. I was like, okay. Because I was literally, had it on, watching it, had my little notebook, but was doing other stuff. And then all of a sudden, the shit hit the fan. Okay, let me back up. So you remember last week, it ended with Desna dreaming of Roller and him getting some of the good. Well, that's where they picked up from this week. He was digging her guts out, getting the goodness and the mercy, honey, long stroking it. And it was good to him. It was good to her. Baby, squeeze my neck. You know what? I never addressed it. She hated that. She hated baby, squeeze my neck. Because he was coming too quick. She was all looking to the side, but it flipped. He started squeezing her neck, choking the shit out of her in her sleep. Now, you know they say, if you die in your dreams, you die in real life. Honey, the way she was acting and fighting and must have been screaming is true, because old Dean, that twin brother of hers with the autism, knocked on the door, nervous, frantic, asking if she was okay. She opened the door, frantic, tears in her eyes, looking like she was about to die, and really grateful that her brother had woke her up and just told him, I'm fine. I just had one of my nightmares. I'm fine. Honey, her subconscious is kicking her ass right about now. But I guess yours would too. If you're not really a killer, you're not a murderer, honey, you would be fucking feeling some kind of way too. Because I know I'd probably be, I don't know. He was trying to kill her. He was fucking her up. I don't know. I'd probably sleep real good like a baby snoring and shit. I'm just gonna be honest. You putting your hands on me and shit. You trying to cheat me out my money. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all pray for me, okay? Because, yeah, that little vindictive side of me is showing. So then we move on over to the nail shop. Polly is doing some chick's nails. First off, when I'm seeing her do the nails, that was clear polish that she was putting on her forefinger here. That wasn't even on her cuticle or whatever. I don't know what the fuck they was doing, but fix that for next time, y'all. But in walks prim and proper black woman, statuesque. You could tell that money was coming out of her ass. And you hear, Heather? Honey, and Polly instantly transformed into somebody else. It was like a blink of an eye. She turned into prim, proper, bougie, uppity Heather. No longer down to earth, sweet Polly with the red hair, honey. She became statuesque herself. It's been such a long time. Well, evidently, she is a blast from the past. Honey, I told you, I don't know if you know, but Polly is probably one of my favorite characters thus far this season. She is the con artist from the century. I'm in love with the way that she lies and she's deceitful and you can just see it. You've seen it every episode so far. You've seen glimpses. In this episode, they are giving us who Polly really is. See, this is what I'm here for. They must have new writers, because they must have switched writers, because this episode was good to me. It was good to me. Like, oh. So here you start to see Polly operating as her con artist self. She starts talking to her about, why she's there and that her husband Otto had died, and just what she had been doing, and the reason she's there working at the nail shop is for her new book, to do research. Honey, and everybody in the shop is looking side-eye. Honey, Virginia was like, why are you talking like that? Like, because it was a different, you could tell the difference. Like, I want to say that Carrie Preston is a really great actress. I mean, she did a good job. All of a sudden, so they're talking, and you see her excited about the colorful nail salon with all this multi-ethnicity. What did she call them? Still magnolias of the ghetto or some shit. I don't know. But you seen it, and she was living for it, and asked her to come play tennis with her the next day. So we flash back to Desna's house, and Sweet Dean is getting ready for his training session because he wants to look like Arnold Schwarzenegger. And he's stretching, and all of a sudden, Desna picks up mail. Well, there's a magazine on the bottom, and Dean begins to have a flashback, a panic attack, and she has to go, she, as in Desna, needs to go and comfort her brother, figure out what's wrong. And on the back of the magazine is a picture of this seemingly unsuspecting, commonplace husband and wife, the Coons. We don't find out who the Coons are until later, but I'm all like, what's the connection? What's the connection? Because she's all, they're not going to get us. They're not here for us. They're not going to get us. They're not going to get us. Now, this is going to unfold more. They're going to run into them, I'm sure. Because why would they introduce that into the damn show? It was very pivotal. Now, let me just talk about, I'll never talk about the clothes. Like, I'm sultry in real life. Like, I'm here for all that goodness. And today I'm looking a little raggedy, but y'all almost didn't get nothing. Y'all almost didn't get nothing. I did put a little lip gloss on for you. But the dress that Desna had on, that maroon, fuchsia, whatever color dress that was, honey, with that cinched waist, I was like, yes! And then that little cinched belt, I was like, where'd she get that from? Where'd she get that from? Because, baby, I could use that in my closet, okay? I was there for that dress. Them wigs, I need to do something about them wigs. I don't like them wigs. So while Dean is having his panic attack, Uncle Daddy calls and talks about the $88,000 that they owe him from the steal that they had at the pharmacy or at the doctor's office at Suncoast Rejuvenation. And, you know, as I'm watching it, I'm like, this nigga is slick as fuck. Because it was all a setup. Y'all know that he set them up for that. And the reason he set them up is because they all wanted to get out. They didn't want to do that. He needed to figure out how to prolong the time that they were going to work for him. He did. He had the place robbed. His stupid son Bryce opened up the damn storeroom. Anyway, while he's on the phone with her, he tells them, your payment is due. And she's all like, what? This was just last week. What? How is it due already? You know we don't got $88,000 dripping out our ass. Like, you know that. And he says, well, we could do a layaway plan. You know how you people like that. Say what? She was clever. What do you mean, nail technicians? And he was like, oh, I know why my son liked you. Because, honey, you was a firecracker and you ain't gonna back down. I don't give a damn if you are a crime boss. You ain't gonna talk about me and stigmatize me, baby. What? We like layaway. Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't never had layaway in my life, and I'm a black girl from the ghetto, okay? Like, for real. Really, really from the east side, like Compton Watts. That's me. I ain't never did layaway ever in my life. Not to say that I won't do it, because it seems to work out for people. Anyway, I digress, y'all. I got mad at him. Y'all saw that? So when they in the salon, I had to back up. So when they're in the salon after Heather leaves, Desna closes the salon and says, we need ideas. Uncle Daddy wants his money. And they come out with some outlandish things, you know, dress up in bathing suits, because that's how I got money when I needed an abortion. Put on your gloves. I guess they doing some fingers or some fisting to some men, you know, that might help out. There was a few things I can't really remember thrown out. They ended up going with the Vanity 6 idea, where they stand outside the car wash and start just passing out flyers for Suncoast Rejuvenation. Now, I'm gonna hold on to that. Hold on to that. Hold that, because I'm gonna address that. I got an opinion on that. So all of a sudden, because they figure out they're going to be Vanity 6 or whatever, and Uncle Daddy and Bryce walks in through the back. Tells China Doll, we need to see you outside. Virginia, I need to see you. Very stern-faced, very matter-of-fact. Everybody's all like, oh, shit, because, of course, we know that Virginia shot Roller. Now, all of a sudden, Desna thinks, oh, my God, Uncle Daddy knows that Virginia shot Roller. And everybody else is like, what's happening? What's going on? What's happening? Considering, you know, maybe they're probably thinking they caught him because she was part of the whole, they had me in the woods with pigs licking peanut butter off my feet. They get outside and the cop pulls up. Chip Lauderdale pulls up. Chip Lauderdale pulls up. He gets out the car, he pops the trunk, and there's a man in the trunk. They yank the man out of the trunk, and Bryce and Chip and Uncle Daddy are standing there. A gun is in Uncle Daddy's hand, and he's like, is this the man, Virginia? Virginia's like, I didn't see them. I only heard them ask him a question. So he's from tennis, is what, he works for tennis and had a dispute with Roller. He killed him. That's what he's saying. He's from tennis. He had a dispute with my son. He did it. The guy is like, that was over 2 years ago about a contract. No, I didn't kill anybody. So he tells her, ask him a question. So he asks his name. He tells the name, and she's all like, no, it's not me. That's not him. That's not him. It's not his voice. It's not his voice. You can see the pain, the agony, the confusion, the oh my fucking God look on all of their faces, more so though on Virginia and on Desna's face. Horror has stricken them. This man is about to die because of some convoluted ass story that Virginia had made up. All I could think about is, bitch, if you would have just kept to the plan, we wouldn't be in this spot. This man who works for Titus, not tennis, is about to die because of your dumb ass made up, pulled from the air like it fell out the sky fucking story. Well, ultimately the guy dies, even though they determined that the man works for Titus and not tennis. But now you been here, I done beat you up and put you in the car, I gotta kill you anyway. That's just the name of the game. It wasn't like he wasn't gonna get killed, whether or not it was him or not. At this point, you could go to the police and be like, whatever. But Chip is the police, okay? So he had to die anyway. Side note, what the fuck is going on with Virginia's hair and her outfit? Like, why are they making her so ghetto? One of the rays of sunshine was like, oh, well, you know, Florida is ratchet like that for real. And that's what they look like. And I was really glad for that insight because, baby, they got Virginia looking a hot ass mess, whatever them fucking things is in her hair. I was not here for any of that. Then you see them out in the woods and they cut the body up. Chip is cutting the body up and Bryce is fucking horrified, petrified. And he has to feed the body to the alligators. Like, I mean, that's really a good way to get rid of bodies, honey. Honey, like, some of this stuff I'm here for. Like, so far I was all here. Wasn't nothing that was making me like, this is stupid. I was here for all of that. All the connection of everything, the way it flowed, I was with it. So we end up in the doctor's office. And you see Desna saying, we came up with a plan. This is what we need to do. Here's $15,000. I'm fronting it so that we can get this money we need to get from up under him. Immediately, nobody wants to do it. At that point, you can see Bryce looking like, and they ask her where she get the money from, and she's like, I've been saving it up. This is my money I've been saving. Polly and Heather, or Heather and is her name Sally? Was her name Sally? Let's go back and look. Did I write her name down? Yes, Sally Bates. So Heather and Sally are now on the court because she was invited to play tennis. They play a couple rounds. They finish. Evidently, this is what Polly did all the time with them because she was good at it. She made reference to her being as good as Serena Williams, but now her game was sucky. And Polly has an answer for everything. I mean, the girl is good at her craft, okay? So she goes on, and Sally offers her the guest house because she said, let's go hang out at your house. Come over, make tacos, blase, you know, and we could catch up. But in the process, Sally talks about her husband, her old husband, who's now sick, and she's changing diapers and shit. When she met him, he was old, and she was like, I got used. Once I got past the teeth on the side of the bed and the wrinkly skin, it was good. She married him for his money. So she offered her the guest house, and you know, Polly was excited about it. Like, oh, I'm back. Like, I'm about to be back in. I'm about to be back in scamming people for their money. So then they go outside, and outside of the car wash dressed as Vanity 6, and they're selling pills. Now, I just want to know who in the fuck does that. Why would you be out there like, come to Coast Rejuvenation and we got pills for whatever your pain is? That's illegal. Those are narcotics, barbiturates. You cannot sell those like that on the black market and not be arrested for it. Like, no, you can't. Who does that? That's unrealistic. Like, they could have left that out. Like, that was unnecessary. All of a sudden, the little beautiful black baby calls and says, Mom, something's wrong with Dad. They get to the house. Bryce still has the blood on him from the night before. You know he ain't no criminal, because everybody know them clothes get burned, okay? Not thrown in the trash, not bleached. They get burned, honey. They get burned, and the ashes get buried. Everybody knows that. Y'all didn't know? He's freaking out. He's in shock. Like, that's what it reminds me of. I don't know if y'all ever seen Overboard, but that's where I got that from. Anyway, so he was in shock. And Desna says, we have to get up from under him. And Jen's like, it's different from you. Like, bitch, it's different for you. We are in this family. I'm stuck in this forever. This is my husband. So Jen goes off to take care of her weak ass husband. And they're like, we need a plan. Old Quiet Ann says Sunny Day or whatever the place is called. I didn't write it down. But the other pill place that's in the neighborhood, that's in the county. They get on the bus the next day and they go telling people double scripts and you can come back in 15 days and not 30 days because she's trying to get this money back. Like, let's get this money back. But Polly didn't want to be a part of it. She said, I've got a brunch date tomorrow. I've got a brunch date with Sally tomorrow. And Desna reminds her that you're trying to get out of that life. That's not what you want to do anymore. Are you forgetting that that's not who you are and that's not what you want to do? Polly is like, bitch, I don't want to be a bum broke bitch. I don't want to live in the ghetto in this rundown ass apartment building / motel. Like, I don't want to live there. I'm going there tomorrow. Desna says, all right, go on, be a bougie bitch. I'd rather be a bougie bitch than a broke bitch. Just get in line, because that's what we all would rather be. We'd rather be bougie than broke, honey. Let's just be honest, call a spade a spade. So while the girls are there soliciting their business at the rival pain clinic, Polly is over at Sally's house coming in with Rice Krispie treats, talking about her chef just baked them today. And in the living room, just like at a ghetto house in the hood, is the husband laid up in the hospital bed with the mask on. Y'all been to people's houses, I've seen it before, where their loved one needs, medical attention, has a hospital bed, and they have it set up in the living room. Like, listen, that's not what we do. You live in a big ass house. I'm sure there's another room on the first floor that you could accommodate the need, not in the living room. I mean, I'm speaking from experience. My husband, when we were going through hospice, I wasn't gonna have him in the living room. People was like, oh, you could just leave him in the living room. No, baby, I won't. I moved all my shit out of our bedroom and set my husband up comfortably so that people could visit with him and it would not be uncomfortable like he was on fucking display. That shit bothered me to no avail. Okay, like, get him out the living room. That's not what we do. Listen to me, black people, white people, brown, whatever, yellow. Don't put your loved ones in the living room. Make room for them so that they can be comfortable as they heal or recuperate or transition. So, I mean, you've got Polly over there putting on her airs now, okay? And really, I'm looking at that woman like, you really from the ghetto too, because that's the only people that do that dumb shit. That big ass house, you telling me ain't no another room on the first floor? Girl, bye. So she prancing around and said, I was just figuring that we, Polly, I figured we're just gonna, hang out. I can't get in the pool because baby knows she got that ankle monitor on, honey. Yeah, Desna reminded her, bitch, you forgot you had that while you putting on airs? Yeah, you can't do all the shit you think you could do. That shit gonna show. Well, Polly thought she had it covered. She decided I'm going to wear my cowboy boots. And when the girl asked her to get in the pool, she said, oh, I'm cramping. I tell you, the girl got a story about everything. Con artist, okay? So, they go out. She said, well, you know, I do it big. I had somebody make some food, and I got us some massages booked. Let's get naked. Well, they get on the tables, and they begin to get massages. I'm thinking that Polly is without all her clothes. All of a sudden, you hear beep, 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 beep. I'm all like, Polly, bitch, you didn't check your ankle monitor before you left. You know it's going to periodically go off. You know that. You didn't remember? No, I ain't never been on house arrest, y'all. So, but I do know that they do periodically beep, you know, every so many days to make sure they're working. It goes off. Everybody's like, what is that noise? Where is it coming from? Is it my husband? Ooh, we better go in there and check on him. You know, Polly's trying to divert the situation from away from her. Besides, he's going to volunteer that it's coming from her boots. Miss Sally Bates gets up and is like, what is that? Are you recording me? Are you recording me for the lawyers? Bitch, you a con artist too. Are you recording me for the lawyers? Are you recording me? No, I'm not. She goes to take the boot off, baby, and Polly is exposed. She has to come up with a quick lie, but she forgets. Something happens, she's thrown off, and she forgets to stay with the lie. If you were married to Otto, she says, I had to do some time for Otto for some real estate fraud. Well, Otto was into commodities, not real estate fraud. You got to stick with your lies. If you're going to lie, baby, you got to lie right. You got to follow through with the shit. That's why I don't lie. That's why I promise to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Because you will get caught up in those lies if you can't remember them and stick with them. I mean, you got to remember the small details, like when you met him at the ice cream parlor on, 7th and Wall, whatever the fuck you've been saying. You got to remember every single detail about your lie, so it's easier just to be honest. And she was caught. She had to come clean. And when I say come clean, she came clean. Told her, the lady guessed, oh, so your name's not Heather either, is it? And anything you tell me was true. Did you go to this college? Did you do this? Did you do that? And Polly was just like, no, I'm really a girl from the country, Mother was a disabled teacher. Father was in insurance, maybe. I can't remember what the father did, but pretty much she had been made. The gig was up. Miss Sally Bates told her, get the fuck out of my house, you conniving, lying bitch. And Polly told her, well, hold on, ho. You do the same thing I do, except for I know that I'm a con artist. You're pretending that you're not. You're pretending like you're just, getting what you need or surviving. That's what the fuck con artists do. Gold diggers do. That's what they do. Not we. They survive. They figure out how to make it happen. Polly's devastated. I guess she takes her treats back. I'm going to tell you why. She's devastated. She calls Desna because she's on the bus and she's crying and she's like, it's over. I'm tired of my life. She sounded a little suicidal to me, okay? She sounded a little suicidal, like I want to take my life because this is not where I want it to be kind of thing. Desna, being the good, loyal friend that she is, somehow they meet up again at the nail salon. And she's there consoling her. And she's eating the Rice Krispie treats that she took over to Miss Sally Bates' house. Okay. So it's the next morning. They're in the nail shop and the Russian lady returns. Everybody's calling them Italian and Armenian and all kind of stuff. No, baby, she is Russian. She is Russian and she is scary as fuck. The Russian woman asks Desna, how's her boyfriend? Where's your boyfriend? Desna tells her he died. And she said, if we were back in my country, when someone killed my family, we would catch them, beat them with a hammer, stick them in a barrel, and put rats in there so that they can contemplate what they did while they died. Baby, I was like, she creepy as fuck. Now, see, Desna's about to get out of this situation with Uncle Daddy. They needed $15,000 more. They came up with the $15,000 more. And let me back up. Desna wants out, but for some reason, I'm feeling like this lady is scoping them out because she knows that Desna is the brains and she's going to bring Desna into her organized crime. I can feel it in my spirit. So I am going to stick with this, y'all. The ladies leave, and they're all like, Desna's like, we need ideas again. What is it we going to do? And don't come up with them old half-baked ass ideas that you came with again. Polly is like, I've got the perfect thing. Girl, I love Polly. Did I tell y'all that? I love Polly. Polly is quick on her feet. Polly is like, yes, I know vengeance is mine, says the Lord, but I'm going to get you, bitch. She tells them about Sally Bates's side fun, honey. They walk into Sally's house, and she is in full dominatrix gear on top of a man that she's got in the submissive position, and is really like getting ready to get with him, you know, real freaky, real nasty. And they applaud and they look up. What? They're blackmailing you. Oh, so you're gonna rob me now? Baby, I was there for it. Go get me $15,000 from your rainy day stash. She was serious as a heartbeat. You old uppity bitch that's doing the same shit that I'm doing, but in a different capacity. You old raggedy asshole. Like, that's how I was feeling. Like, that's what the fuck you get. Run her that money. Because, see, they could call the lawyer, and the lawyer gonna get you up out of there, and you won't see not nary a dollar, not nan one. So, they go to Shishi's to give Uncle Daddy back the money. Uncle Daddy is not there. And the little boy toy, Toby, says they found out who killed Roller, and Bryce is on his way. Bryce and Uncle Daddy are on their way now. Dun, dun, dun. Her heart sinks. Her heart sinks. She goes outside. She tells the ladies, Virginia, you could see deer caught in headlight, lump in her throat, like, oh my God, they're coming for me. Because really, Desna, you didn't do a motherfucking thing. It was Virginia. She tells the other ladies to go on, drop Jen off at home in case her husband with his retarded ass comes back. I know it's not nice to call somebody retarded. Y'all, forgive me. I'm real blunt like that. So, here we are, and they're freaking out. Desna's like, we got to get out of town. Ain't no way I'm going to die. She goes home, tells Dean to pack a bag. Dean's all like, can I sleep in Virginia's room? Yeah, Dean may be autistic, baby, but he wants some of that Virginia. Yeah, she kind of light up, too, when she see him, though. I'm you know, I don't know. She real skankish. Like, you got to watch her. And that's exactly what I thought when she said, when they found out that Bryce thought that Ken actually killed Roller, and she was on her way to find Ken, and told Virginia, stay here with Dean. I thought, oh yeah, she gonna suck on his lollipop, honey. Gonna turn him out. Honey, he ain't gonna be able to do nothing but think about Virginia for the rest of his days. She tries to call Ken, finds out that Ken is at his ex-wife's engagement party, and he shows up and he acts a fool. I'm gonna act a fool, act a fool. Like, he's acting a fool. I'm all embarrassed for him, okay? The little Jewish lady must have really put it down on him, because he's all like, ain't nobody gonna be freaky like me. They exit him out of the engagement party. As he's getting out and he's rubbing on his dick and shit, Bryce pulls up, puts a bag over his head, puts him in the car, speeds off. That's the end of the episode. Of course, they give us sneak previews, and I'm excited to see where those sneak previews go. And you know what, you guys? I know I said I was going to give up on it, but I'm so glad I didn't, because this episode was really good, really jam-packed with good, juicy stuff. And it wasn't a whole lot of nonsense in it. The only nonsense that they could have left out was the fucking synchronized swimmers in the pool at Uncle Daddy's house. Like, I didn't even mention it because it was so stupid to me. But the rest of the storyline seemed to run a little smoother. So, let's stick in this for a while. I am going to try and do Power 2. So, if I got these same clothes on, don't judge me. Don't judge me. I am your girl, Talisa Rae. Thank you so much for watching the 4th episode review of Claws. I need to start telling you what the episode names are. That would help us a little. I am forever grateful to and for you. Hugs and kisses and lots of love. I will see you on the next video.